Morning, everybody. Sunday morning, around 8 o'clock. Figured I'd come outside, nice and cool. See if we can get some more of this motor cleaned up today and painted, and hopefully I'll have this thing back to running today. Last night we did get into some mischief, though. I'll take you for a walk. Hi, Nutter. My son Johnny brought me a coal shed, which was all well and good, but we unloaded it and we were spinning it around, and apparently there is hornets back in there somewhere, and they were not happy. No, they were not. He got stung once. I got lucky. I think I might have got one on my arm. That's it. So yes, they were not happy. So the shed is probably going to stay here till the winter time. But at any rate, Peanut, come. In other news, excuse me, first thing in the morning, my son Johnny's Ford will be coming over. We rebuilt a 351 for that. Stock pistons. We put a good sized cam in it. Poured and polished the heads. That's a 93 motor, I believe. We'll be putting that in. I really have to get to this. Peanut, say hi. Here, say hi. It's a little cool out here yet, but that's fine. So, I'm going to get rid of some of this garbage and get back on the project. Okay, we'll get his fuel pump off quick. And I want to do a little test. Other than that, the way she is, I'm going to screw it. The valve cover will be coming off after the motor's painted. I'm going to squirt some primer on it, leave it sit a little while, hit it with paint. I'm not worried about either hoses, because that will all have to be replaced. This thing here, they put the wrong bolts in it. This is really being stubborn. Even the inside of this fuel pump assembly is like brand new. And this is what they use for a fuel pump bolt. Let's see if this works. There we go. I'm not getting any suction out of it. Maybe it is bad. The one I'm putting on, there's another bung that comes right out here. There's a return line. Just to start the truck, I'm going to have that plugged, but it definitely going in, because with a carbureted motor, you're much better off having it. The ethanol gas has a tendency to want to vapor lock in the old carbureted engines more, and I found by doing that, the fuel system stays cool, the carburetor stays cool, everything stays cool. So, well, without further ado, let's get into doing some primering. If I can find it. All I gotta do is blow that little bit of stuff off of there. And get that oil that's coming out of that hole. We don't want oil spilling. Okay. I don't know what color this is. That's blue. Oh, we need that for later. What we need right now is my primer. Which I seem to inherently... Is that it? Here we go. We're just gonna hit everything. Oh no, I forgot to take that off. Darn it. Okay, now we have everything primered pretty much on a primer. Now we're going to let it dry. We're going to start prepping some of our bracketry so we can get that painted, and once it's prepped we'll come back, we'll paint the block blue, and then we'll go back and working on the bracketry and getting the manifolds off the other truck. This is not exactly the blue that I wanted. This is a little off, but yeah, what are you gonna do? Still, like, that'll be a lot better looking than it was, I guess. Still be a lot better looking than it was. hopefully I don't run out of paint. That would suck. It's getting a little hard to see. That looks pretty snazzy, if I do say so myself. Yes, it does. I'm sure I'm going to miss like 30 spots, but we're trying. Wish me a paint on my phone. Then we'll have a camera. That'll be great. Not really. This side is harder because the engine is along the heater / AC box, which this don't have. Yes, this doesn't have air conditioning, fortunately. But don't worry, we got wing windows. We're good. That's all we need. Definitely looks a far cry better than it was. For sure. Now, once it dries, I'm going to take the valve covers off. I'm going to actually grind them down, tune them up nice, then I'm going to paint them. So they look nice. Meanwhile, we'll let this block dry. Maybe we'll give it one more coat for good measure. And then we'll start putting it back together. Okay, now we're going to try our luck with trying to clean some of this out. You always have some kind of a face shield too. These little wires, I've gotten stuck with them more than once. Once right next to my eye. All I'm doing is going in and cleaning it out with a wire brush. Just cleaning it out with a wire brush on the drill press. To just get rid of the dirt, a little more adhesion for the primer. There's no grease or oil on it, it's just dirty. Yeah, there was a lot in there. put once over. That took all the rough stuff off. I'm not trying to win a beauty contest here. I'm merely just trying to get some of the debris off it so I can put some paint on it and it'll stay. That's it. You can hear the difference. This is the shiv on the pulley that is not used. Nice. That's all I want to do to it. Now I will wipe it down with a little bit of acetone. Blow it off, wipe it down, and that one's ready to go. I'll do the same thing with these. But what I wanted to show you is what I always talk about. I had a bolt was seized in the, as you saw in the alternator. All this debris on here. I'll get all of this off. I will paint the shanks on all the bolts. Usually twice. Primer them and paint them, to try to give it some kind of insulation against that corrosion. Ain't nothing fancy. Just clean the threads up good. And then the shank. I clean that up nice. Now I'll primer it, put some paint on it, and that'll be good. Well, I'm going to finish the rest of these parts, and I'll get back to you. For the flat stuff, this is also a very speedy way to do it, faster than cold press. See, that's pretty rough. This will take that right off. Look how fast that cleaned that up. That part is done. And cleaning the bolts, this is the one that was in the alternator. Cleaning the bolts, this is even faster yet. going to finish cleaning all of these parts. I'm going to get the parts off the other truck. I'm going to organize everything on the bench. I will let you see everything that's going on in this truck after it is prepped and ready to go. There's no point dragging you through all this. I basically gave you the basics, the way I clean metal parts up, so on and so forth, without using solvents or anything, unless they're ungodly bad, but so far we've been lucky. And the next video, I'll pick up where I left off, and I'll have everything laid out, and we'll get started putting this truck back together. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Please subscribe. Hit that button down below. Thank you.